As a personal trainer of over 4 years now, I've seen all of the weight loss hacks online that people talk about. If you name it, then I've probably heard of it. So in today's video, I'm going to break down what actually works compared to what is complete rubbish. Because I'm sure you know how it feels when you think that you're doing all of the right things to help you lose weight, but you find yourself just not making progress at all. I've coached hundreds of guys now who used to believe some of these fads. And once we changed the way that they approach the fat loss, their results changed for good. So let's fact check a few of these so-called fat loss myths and see which ones are true and which ones are not. All right then, so the first one we're gonna talk about is brushing your teeth after you finish eating to help you with your late night cravings, okay? Now, this is a strange one, really, and it might seem like it's a complete myth, but there's actually some truth to this, or you can find some use of this in a way or two, okay? Now, I don't really recommend this for everyone, but for the people who are in like a really severe diet, or they're really coming to the end of that fat loss phase and they need to pull out all the tricks in the book to help them, then brushing your teeth can actually be something that helps. It can take the edge off your food and it can take that little bit of cravings that you have away. Because when you get that minty taste of toothpaste in your mouth, it actually kind of takes away the cravings, and anything that you were craving before, you instantly don't crave it as much for a short period of time. Again, this is not something that's just gonna work like that for everyone, but for the people who are in a really deep deficit and really coming to the end of the diets and that fat loss phase, it's one of the little tricks in the book that you can actually do to help you out that little bit. So for this one, I'd actually say, yeah, it's true. It can actually work for some people, but I wouldn't recommend it for anybody just generally trying to lose body fat. That's not the case. Okay, so number 2 is participating in intermittent fasting, although it may reduce muscle mass. Okay, so basically what intermittent fasting is you're cutting your window of eating down, okay? Some people say, you know, you don't eat anything until 2 p.m. or have a feeding window where you cut off and stop eating after 6 p.m., okay? Intermittent fasting is basically spending an amount of time not eating and then having a window of eating that you can get your calories in, okay? Now, may it reduce muscle mass or not? It depends, not really, not to any significant amount for people. I mean, getting your protein in certain windows and feedings and having at least, you know, 3 to 4 times a day where you're eating a considerable amount of protein is good. That's going to help you retain muscle. But I don't really think it's going to make you lose muscle that much over time. But intermittent fasting can help for some people, okay? And it all really depends on the way of eating that's going to work around your life the best. Some people love to eat the breakfast, lunch and dinner, and they love to have their meals spread out through the day. Whereas other people don't. Other people are happy to skip breakfast. Other people are happy to stop eating at a certain time. So this will work if it applies for you. It doesn't work in any magic way, by the way. It works by putting you in a calorie deficit. Because if you have 2,000 calories to eat over 12 hours, it's going to be much easier to eat them 2,000 calories over 12 hours than it is to eat them over a 6-hour period, isn't it? Okay, so if you cut that time in half, you basically feels like you're eating double the amount of calories in that time. So if you do give yourself them windows, it can actually help you. Okay, it can help some people. Who I'd recommend this for is people who don't like eating breakfast. Don't like eating breakfast, push that window back. You can implement a intermittent fast to help you. And people who have them late night cravings and they really just struggle with them. They can't keep themselves away from the snack cupboard at night, after the dinner, and that's where they kind of go wrong with the fat loss a lot. I would say for these people, if you set yourself a time or a window in which you eat, maybe it's from 8 o'clock till 6 o'clock at night, this can help you with them cravings because you've mentally had that shut off point where you're not eating any more food and you're taking away that window where you would usually go off track with your food and you're throwing that out the window. So you're going to stay more accountable during this time, which then can help you stick to your diet, which then can help you lose body fat, okay? So this is actually a good one for some people, and it's a case of use it as it applies to you. If it's gonna work for you, and if it sounds like something that could work around your lifestyle, then yes. But if it's something that you feel like is going way out of the way to your current way of eating and your current life, then I wouldn't recommend doing it. It's important to pick a way of eating that works best for you, especially when it comes to weight loss and fat loss. Okay, so number 3 is that if you start doing more HIIT training or start doing more HIIT training, HIIT training, high intensity interval training, because it burns more calories, okay? This is a big myth, right? And yeah, it does burn more calories, but what high intensity interval training is where you go really hard on something for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you have an extended break, okay? So you might be doing 30 seconds of burpees, high intensity as much as you possibly can, and then you go into another minute or a minute and a half rest at the end. And it burns more calories only while you're doing the exercise, okay? So if you did 10 rounds of 30 seconds on and a minute and a half off, then really you're only doing 5 minutes of cardio in that time, okay? You're not doing the full workout might actually take 15 minutes. But you're only exercising, you're only burning that amount of calories for the 5 minutes time that's there. So yeah, you're burning more calories while you're exercising, but not without it. So I think, in my opinion, this is a bit of a myth, okay? And what I'd rather do is pick something that you can sustain for a longer period of time, like a low intensity, steady state cardio, something where you're either on a treadmill and you crank the incline up, or you're on the elliptical, or you're going for a brisk walk, or even a light jog for some people, because you can burn more calories over a longer period of time rather than doing a high intensity HIIT, burning a little bit of calories, okay? So you're always gonna burn more calories walking on the treadmill than you are doing a HIIT workout, okay? So, and then another thing that people will say and people will bring up is that epoch effect, or that afterburn effect, where you burn loads of more calories after doing HIIT. And this is another myth as well. You really don't burn much. I think the science shows maybe you burn an extra 63 calories a day extra through that. So it's completely negligible. And HIIT workouts for burning more calories is not the best idea, okay? I'd much rather you do low intensity, steady state, going for a walk, getting your steps in, the treadmill, the elliptical, the Stairmaster, things like that. Over time, you're gonna burn more calories and you're gonna do better with your fat loss, okay? If that is the reason why you are doing it. Number 4 is that exercise can help with weight loss, but it's quite possible to lose weight without exercise too, okay? And this one is actually true, right? Because when we look at losing weight, the only thing that you will lose weight by is a calorie deficit, okay? So it's controlling the amount of calories that are coming into your body so that you are now eating less calories than you are burning on a day-to-day basis, all right? Now, exercise certainly does help with fat loss and helps with weight loss, because what it does is it can help you build more muscle and retain more muscle, so you actually look good when you lose the body fat and lose the weight. But also what it does, it helps you expend more calories. So when you exercise, you burn more calories than you would if you didn't exercise, okay? So that helps the other side of the equation when it comes to weight loss, because weight loss, we have the calories in and we have your calories out, okay? And if we exercise, we increase our calories out, but when we control our food with our nutrition, we're decreasing our calories to lesser our calories in, okay? So you can absolutely lose weight without doing exercise by just controlling your food and putting yourself into a calorie deficit. But would I recommend it? Well, one thing I like to say is if you actually want to lose the weight and look good, then lift weights, okay? Because you're gonna be able to strength train, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna be able to build more muscle, and you're gonna actually have a body and a physique underneath the body fat when you lose it to show off after you lose the weight, okay? So yes, you can, and you can absolutely lose weight without exercise, but do I recommend exercise to help you lose weight? Absolutely. On to number 5. So number 5 is doing more ab workouts or specific workouts to help you lose fat in a specific area. Okay, so by this, what it means is this: if you're doing an abs workout because you want to get abs, or if you're doing a biceps or an arms workout to get rid of body fat on your arms, okay? And what we need to understand here is that you can't spot reduce body fat. So there is no one exercise and there is no one method of training that's gonna help you lose body fat in a specific area, okay? The only way that you can lose body fat is through a calorie deficit, all right? So doing an abs workout to train your abs so you can get better and more defined abs isn't really going to work. Same with doing an arms workout for your arms, okay? Or these belly fat workouts that are online on social media and everywhere. They're all bollocks, all right? They're all fads, they're all fake, they're all myths, okay? There's no set exercise that you can do to help you lose body fat in a specific area, all right? It all comes down to your energy balance and your calories in and your calories out over time. If you're using this exercise because you enjoy it and it's going to help you burn more calories, absolutely do it. But you need to know, you need to keep in mind that specifically isn't going to help you lose body fat in a specific area of your body. Yeah. Number 6 is eating from a small plate or eating with smaller cutlery to trick your brain into thinking that you're eating more food. All right. So this is an interesting one, really. So basically the idea is that if you have your normal meal that's on your plate every day, if you make the plate smaller, or if you use a smaller sized fork or cutlery, it's going to help you trick your body into thinking that you're fuller or thinking that you've eaten more. And this is actually not a bad tip to use, okay? It can work for sure. For a couple of reasons too, because most people often have bigger portion sizes than they think they're having. So by having a smaller plate to put your food on, you actually might find yourself eating smaller portions and eating less calories over time. But then the real kind of point that this tip or this fat loss tip is kind of getting at is that eating with a smaller fork or a smaller plate is going to give your body the sensation of being full. And this can actually work because what will happen is, one, with your eyes, it will look like your plate is fuller and you're eating more food. But two, with a smaller cutlery or a smaller fork or utensil to use to eat your food with, you actually end up eating your meals a lot slower. And by eating your meals a lot slower, the signals that your brain sends to your stomach to tell you that it's full will actually increase more, okay? So it is some truth that the slower you end up eating, the more your body signals that you're full. So that actually is something that can help you. And then on the other hand, this is like 2 tips in one. The other hand, the smaller plate can give you an illusion that you are eating more food. But for most people, it'll just kind of make them consume a smaller portion size because the plate is smaller overall. So this is all right. This is not a bad tip at all. It's not a complete myth or a complete fad. It's all right. It can work. It can have some benefits to some people. And the last one that I'm going to go through, number 7, is avoiding carbohydrates as they will make you gain more body fat. And I still can't believe the amount of people who will say this today, like people who I talk to and clients saying, oh, I'm going to avoid the carbs because I don't want to put on any more body fat, etc., etc. And yeah, it's a fad. There is no truth to this whatsoever. And that is because the only way to lose body fat is a calorie deficit. Okay, it doesn't matter where your calories are coming from, whether it's protein, whether it's carbs, whether it's fats. If you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. That's the science, okay? So let's say your maintenance, your body, your calories needed to keep your body weight the same is 2,000, okay? And if you're eating 1,500 calories, you are in a calorie deficit and you are going to lose weight. That's facts, that's science, all right? So within them 1,500 calories, it does not matter whatsoever what foods you are eating, okay? You could be eating chocolate, you could be eating donuts, you could be eating pizza. If you ate 1,500 calories worth of that food every single day and your maintenance calories are 2,000 calories a day, you'll lose weight, yeah? Now, that's not the best idea. You'll probably fail at doing that. You won't be able to stick to it. I do not recommend that whatsoever, but as a hypothetical example, yes, that is exactly what it is. Whether it's carbs, fats, protein, it doesn't matter what you eat. As long as you're in a calorie deficit, you are going to lose weight. So carbs do not make you gain body fat. If anything, they're actually going to help you train and perform better in the gym. They're going to help you have more energy. And also, carbs are great. So if you're including some carbs in your diet, is going to help with your ability to stick to that diet over a sustained period of time. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope I've been able to clear up some of these myths that are going on in the fitness industry about weight loss, losing body fat, and how you can do this, okay? If you want a little bit more help with your fat loss, I'm gonna leave another video at the top. It's gonna go through 10 unsexy tips that can actually help your fat loss. And now these are boring things, boring, simple things that people don't talk about that much because they're not very fancy, but they are really gonna help you with your fat loss and help you along your journey of losing fat. If you wanna watch that video, I'll leave it up there right now. If you've not subscribed to the channel already, please do. It would mean a lot to me. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video.